pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Roll call. Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mayor Brandt.
Here.
President Cole.
Here.
Vice President McCleary.
Here.
Mrs. DiDomenico.
Here.
Mrs. Haynes. Mrs. Skrobak.
Here.
Mrs. Sweeney.
Here.
Sweigart.
Here.
Chief McKeown.
Here.
Mr. Wells.
Here.
Ms. Catania.
She is anticipated.
She is expected.
Mrs. Di Lorenzo Rossi.
Here.
Junior council is off to the side.
Thank you, sir. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the May council meeting.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Mr. Secretary, are you ready for correspondence?
I have nothing to read.
At this time, we have a call to citizens for agenda-related items only. Hearing none, we will move on to the Secretary's report. Mr. Platt.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the month of May, $22,100 received in fees for permits, inspections, and court costs. It does not include any of the taxes. An updated list of committee assignments has been distributed to council. It's also posted in the office. We need to make plans, myself, Mr. Bull, and Mr. Sweigart. We've got to get out to Sharon Bank and update our signature cards. Hopefully now the school's out, you have today to join us and get that done. Insurance renewal for the borough buildings, our equipment, the vehicles, and the drivers for those vehicles is due August 1st. The information has been submitted to A.J. Gallagher. We're just waiting on the quotes to see if it's going to process. We have received a few phone calls regarding speed bumps for this time of year. Just a reminder that the borough office is closed on Friday for the hump. And I'm getting close to getting my space back.
When I was over there, did not.
It's all right, I've already bought the Christmas tree, I'm all set.
Thank you, sir. That was a wonderful report. Moving along to the president's report tonight, will be a little bit of an abbreviated summer report. The building reconstruction after the flood is well underway, and Mr. Platt will get his space back probably in a month. All committees have been doing a fantastic job, and it's appreciated by everyone, but I just want to say everybody's surrounded with emails, everybody's doing a great job, and I want to say thank you. And the last thing, I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, but the 4th of July is like 16 days away. I know the rec committee's got something they're going to talk about as far as that, but I'm excited because now I can ride my bicycle. So with that, we will move on to the finance report.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I have the treasurer's report June 12th, 2026. All bank accounts are reconciled through May 31st, 2026. We are including the bank reconciliations and statements for all the reconciled funds for council's approval. We're also including in this report the monthly transaction report for the firehouse expenses. For the month of May, $54,701.99 was deposited into TD Bank. Expenses of $85.66 were paid. During this time, $43,483.12 of deposits were received into Sharon Bank General Fund account, and $158,649.49 of disbursements were made, including payroll and related expenses in the amount of $50,754.66. Year-to-date interest income across all accounts totals $5,573.77. Account balances as of May 31st, 2026 TD Bank General Account, $133,357.62. Sharon Bank General Account, $1,136,681.10. Pliggett General Account, $305,287.18. Pliggett Park Account, $961.05. Pliggett Police Vest Fund, $3,875.71. Pliggett Liquid Fuels, $3,832.24. And TD Bank Liquid Fuel Account, $60,646.77. I'd like to make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Do I have a second on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Also like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Do I have a second on the motion to pay the
Second.
bills? All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain. I like to abstain from the fire company bills payments.
Thank you.
I was abstaining as well for one check.
Okay. Other than that, the motion does carry. Please fill out the forms for the extensions and submit them to Mr. Platt in a timely fashion.
I'd also like to announce that there will be 2 budget workshop meetings. First one will be July 29th, 7 o'clock, and the second will be August 26th, 7 p.m. These are just workshop meetings, so if each of the committee chairs could just kind of go through, see what your expenditures are for this year, how you're doing with your budget for this year, what you anticipate, if there's any big ticket items or major changes, just so we can start to get things together before we have our official budget meetings in September, October, and November.
Thank you, Mr. Sweigart. You want to move on to open space?
Uh,
Or not open space,
I'll
I'm
do
sorry,
junior-
junior council.
Junior council, I'll just do general projects.
Can you repeat the dates again for the?
Sure. Wednesday, July 29th, 7 p.m., and Wednesday, August 26th, 7 p.m.
I guess we will advertise those meetings.
Thank you, Mr. Sweigart. Do you have anything else?
No, and for junior council report, just general progress.
Appreciate it. Moving along to Mayor Nadine Brandt.
Do you still have the same junior council members? When do you get new ones?
The same ones.
Same girls?
Yeah, they were changed.
And they're staying with you for a while?
I have not had a chance to talk to them because I just got junior council.
Yeah, I just didn't know how long the program was, since their school is ending, if it's a school thing or if it just goes again. They usually
It
go.
goes-
They're off for the summer and then they'll come back, and I believe when we interviewed them all,
I think they were
all the juniors?
Yeah.
So unless they have, conflict with time, I would imagine they would return.
For the budget meetings, the chief and I were discussing personnel and perhaps bringing on an inspector, so we will get all that information ready to present to everybody. Excuse me. Some residents are complaining about what the construction of one of our buildings, 59 East Charlton. We just call it the yellow house on the corner. So I had reached out to Mr. Bender, and when I hear from him, I will give some information out to the public. If you're not familiar with the house, it was abandoned and then bought up, and it's just sitting there in a very, very slow state of repair. There's scaffolding, construction equipment, and people are really tired of it because it's been a few years. I think 3 years now, maybe. So I will happily give out info when I hear that from Richard. The other thing I wanted to bring up is our emergency coordinator. The issue was brought up in January or February that the present person we have, Mr. Minnie, is not certified by the state of Pennsylvania. And Mr. Capobianco didn't follow up on it, and I don't think anything has been done. So still 4 months later, you have a person doing a job that isn't supposed to be doing the job. paperwork has to be given into Delaware County, there has to be a background check, and everything has to go to Harrisburg. If we don't have one, Delaware County provides us an emergency management plan. And I have all the books here from the state, if anybody wants a copy to look through. But I really, really suggest that somebody gets on that and gets things flown by the right channel. That's about it.
Thank you, Mayor. Moving along to the chief's report.
The police report,
Oh, sorry about that.
crime report for month of May. We have 5 crimes reported, with 1 simple assault, 1 criminal mischief, 1 sex offense, 1 disorderly conduct, and 1 noise complaint. Our calls for service are 331. We have 82 building checks, 8 medicals, 4 domestics, 70 suspicious conditions. We have 9 criminal investigations and 35 assists of the PDs. So we have 2 accidents, 50 traffic posts, so 2 traffic details on the east and west side of the borough. So we have 50 traffic posts with 77 stops, 53 citations, and 39 warnings. And just a couple notes, as it's been reported twice now, construction has begun on the police department, and we're hopeful that it'll be completed within the next 2 weeks. That's what they asked of me. We have had 3 locks installed now, 3 keyless entry locks. So far, so good. They're working out nicely, and we anticipate 3 more locks to be installed on the borough side. So once the supplies come in, we'll get them installed. We'll get all council the proper codes and fobs, and the building will be secure. We advertised for our open full-time spot. We received 4 applications. Testing is this weekend. We have our physical and written tests on Saturday, and then interviews to follow. There's been an issue this school year with signal service. The lights have been working, not working, on when they're not supposed to, off when they're supposed to be on. So I met with them this week. We determined, we think the issue was caused because the lights were turned off. The power to the lights was off for an extended period of time, and it wiped out all the programming. So the lights were reprogrammed. They taught me how to check the programming, and then turn it on and off when we have half days. So I'm confident this school year will be much better than our school. So I want to remind everyone, with summer break upon us, we are going to really enforce the stop sign violations throughout the borough. We want all the families and the kids to have a safe summer. So we stop signs, we don't slow, we don't roll, we come to the complete stop. And the last reminder is if there's a complaint in the borough, residents have a complaint, an issue with anything, call 911. We constantly we get calls at the police station, the borough gets calls, council people get calls, or there's a post on social media with the complaint. The first thing you need to do is call 911. That's how we can address the issue head on with no delay. Make sure we can properly take care of whatever the complaint is. So just as a reminder to everyone, call 911. You can do those other things after, but call 911 first. So we're that's all I've got.
May I ask a question about something? The locks for the front door and the back door,
Yes.
I know they were supposed to be special locks, so we did go ahead and get them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it fell well within the budget.
Okay.
More than I thought locks would cost, but.
I
it
know,
fell well
they're
within the
pretty
budget.
expensive.
And, thank you, chief, appreciate it. The chief does a lot of administrative work for us that many people may not notice, driving down 353, but it is appreciated. Public safety, Theo McCleary.
Last month, was it? We received some complaints about a oversized vehicle parked on one of our streets. I just want to report there was a citation issue for that vehicle. Second is the crosswalk at this school. You know, there's been a lot of concerns about people not stopping, so we're looking at every avenue options that we can to help the cars to slow down at the intersection. Chief, you wanted to bring up something you said you're looking at
Yeah,
possibly getting cameras put in?
yeah, so we've been looking into cameras. I reached out to a company. I consulted with Aston's detective. He's their lab technician who does all of their technology. So he had recommended a company called Flock Safety. They have cameras and license plate readers. So I reached out to them. I got the quote this week. So to install one of their cameras with the license plate reader is $3,500 a year. We would install it right there on Edgemont Avenue at the Forest Field. There's already poles existing, so we don't have to add any other poles there. So that's the information I got from them. So per camera is $3,500.
You need two for both directions, or just kind of one from there?
I think with the live feed video, and there's other cameras in the area, I think just one direction. I don't know. We could look into doing too. I think one place. Yeah. And that's, I think, a good starting point, and then we can talk about adding another camera or somewhere else in the borough that may be beneficial. So just with council advice.
And who's the maintenance repairs instead of a one-time cost, the buying it, they'll be responsible for making sure it stays up.
They handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$3,500 a year.
Install, maintenance, if there's, newer cameras that come out and install, they have, customer support. Yeah, everything's included, there's no additional payments. And then they do offer, if council is, ever looking for any other kind of cameras, they do offer other cameras that can go in the parks or different streets if there's any major issues that we'd like to address. But I think this is a good starting point. We can see how this works for us. We'll go from there.
And another thing I was gonna look into, I was gonna try to get with, is about getting a digital speed sign for here as well. But the key is you wanna get people to slow down. So they see that light up, that sign light up, standing there, going 45 and 35 an hour.
Do you want a portable one, or are you looking,
Probably not, yeah,
are
probably not.
those that are portable, that you could move them from place to place when you get certain complaints?
I was actually looking at both. I get a permanent one put there and then get a portable one just to.
I'm assuming I'm not getting the quote for the flashers, for the size that you and I talked about.
For the schools?
Yeah, for the school flashers, since you've got that resolved.
Liquid fuels should cover that, right? Or they just,
I don't know that they do the speed signs.
well, they say it covers as long as we're not using the speed sign to get tickets.
So
We're here, as long as it belongs to Public Works, and it's just to get people to slow down, then it's covered. But if we want to put it there so chief can go write a bunch of tickets, then it doesn't cover it.
I think that prior to this, and Marcy's probably, her end is probably going to be jumping up and down as well. We'll need to check with
Okay.
the municipal services group.
Okay.
Make sure, because I can tell you other municipalities have not had success trying to use the fields.
But could not even allow it on the avenue?
Liquid fuels can be used on any street that's within your list,
Okay.
right? And Edgemont Avenue, although it's a state highway, it's still considered municipal. But the issue is whether or not that particular piece of equipment is eligible under the program, under the program. And there are certain things that, little innuendos in that listing that I sent over, that footnote listing. So we usually check with Marjorie and make sure, well, it's not Marjorie anymore, it's Ed. Marjorie is now the head of the municipal services division. Sorry.
That's good. I mean, that's for the rest of the public safety, I'll just go general progress, since we're already kind of talking public works, so I'll just go right into that.
Be appreciated, sir.
No problem. The liquid fuels, again, I did an audit of the entire town. I know Doug put me in front of his house, but I was talking, but I was just, auditing the intersections. I audited all 47 intersections in the borough, and I count about 30 of them that's either missing a sign, got a damaged sign, need a new stop sign, or missing pole, damaged pole. So it's about 30 intersections that got some issues that we can address. So I kind of mapped everything out and ID'd everything. And then also, one of my pet peeves about this town is there's no welcome to Parkside signs almost anywhere in town. So I would like to add some so people can know that we're here. So
There's one.
it's just one on Edgemont, and that's
Yeah.
beat up is right by the pads. It looks like it's barely hanging on. So that's the only one I found. So and there's 17 entryways within the town. I'm sorry, I created a whole tracker, so I got very detailed information. But I don't want to get 17 signs, but I do want to hang signs up, because when you go into the other boroughs, you see, welcome, nice welcome sign, but you know. Yeah. So I like to get some for Parkside so people can know that we're here. I know that's not covered under liquid fuels, but we'll have to figure out money to do that. But yeah, it's right before the meeting. I know you didn't get a chance to read it, so we'll talk more about what we want to do. One of the things we're also going to do is repaint that street light pole at Edgemont and Roland. That's covered in liquid fuels. We're already trying to get that scheduled. It was really got done last week with the rain, delayed everything. So we're going to get that pole repainted and cleaned up. And then we're going to get all new street signs installed along Edgemont Avenue. Nice, bigger, cuter signs. So pretty up. It was all covered in liquid fuels. So we decided not to do a streets program this year. So we're just looking at other ways to use the money that we haven't been doing so fast. So, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, as far as like stop signs, we're in good shape. It was only one place where I saw we had a missing stop sign. And Parkside Terrace, there's no stop sign coming out of that parking lot. So technically I can just drive right out and just crash into somebody, and then so I wondered what our rules are, but we should get a stop sign for coming out of there.
I don't know if we ever deeded that road, but I don't know where that is. No, we deeded it.
Yeah, because I can just drive right out, and if I hit somebody, then who's at fault? So.
I believe you need an ordinance.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but there has to be something to back it.
Yeah. So
There's also like
ordinance.
If you can provide me with the precise location,
Gotcha.
with the chief, I can prepare ordinance authorizing the erection of that stop sign. Obviously, the violations associated, penalties associated with the violations thereof.
Okay, gotcha.
While we're talking about it, the no left turn at, when you exit the school, I don't believe there's an ordinance to back that one. I don't know if that's something that the council wants to do, but we have the signs been there for a while.
I suggest, Chief, we have an underlying ordinance that properly authorizes that, and again, properly authorizes sanctions in the event there is a violation thereof. So again, perhaps if there are multiple stop sign authorizations, we can do that in all one ordinance.
I'll get you.
Is that usually after this one, Monster?
Yeah, so next month, at next month's meeting, potentially, I can draft it up the ordinance, and we can properly advertise the ordinance at the July monthly meeting, and hopefully adopt it at the August monthly.
I do have a question for you, Theo. I think it's for Theo.
We're starting to just get a little away from, please let him do his report.
No, I'm done. We're about to go through our progress, so.
And then we'll ask questions if you have questions. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Mayor, what's your question?
I have noticed around the neighborhood on street signs, somebody was putting stickers, money paid for diabetic test strips. So I peeled them off because they cover the information on the sign, like no parking or something. I was just wondering if we have any recourse as to maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a
it's-
phone number on there. I pulled like 10 off already.
It's municipal property, it's owned by the Borough of Parkside, and nobody should be placing stickers, advertisements, whatever on municipal property. So, you did self-help and removed it yourself, you were within your domain and authority to do so as mayor.
And I say, reach out to the team for giving them information.
Actually,
I do have a question, Dana, also, and not sure if this is in anyone's reports, but just checking in, because I've had residents come up to me about anything else come up with Upland Road and Tom Sweeney right there. At the corner, there's a plate there, there's the start of something happening, and I mean, there is a grate there, and I know that I've talked to the chief about it as well, and but I just really want to know what's going on. I know there's residents that are been asking me multiple times. Right, so I just wanted to,
Yeah, so.
since you started talking about, so that's why I said I wasn't sure which report. Thank you then.
Anything else?
I'm good.
Thank you so much. We got a lot of work done, so that always works. Moving along to ordinance, resolutions, grants, reports, Michelle Skrobak.
Thank you, Mr. President. So for ordinances, we have resolution 1911, document disposal. So Borough Council of the Borough of Parkside, Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, in due session assembled and did agree and resolved to allow for the destruction of documents as set forth in the municipal records manual approved March 28, 2019. Whereas in the accordance with Act 428 of 1968, each individual act of disposition shall be approved by the resolution of the governing body of the municipality. So this includes accounts payable files, bank statements and reconciliations, canceled checks, check registers, deposit slips. They were all up to and including 2018. Statements of financial interest is up to and including 2020, and right to know requests up to and including 2023. I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution 1911.
Do we have a second on the motion?
Sorry.
I get a second.
Yeah, any question?
Is there a second on the motion?
We have a second. Do we have any questions?
Question.
Is this hard copies, soft copies, both, or one?
It's gonna be hard and
Hard.
soft. Is that correct?
These are hard copies that are taking up space in our files.
Okay,
We need every of them.
not soft copies.
What do you mean by soft copy? Digital?
Yes.
No, I'm not touching anything digital at this point.
Okay, that's all I want.
But there will not be digitals of these files when they're gone.
Right. I presume some of them you have to do, but yeah, I got you.
The plan is to bag them up and take them to the incinerator and just.
For the public's knowledge and information, we have an acute shortage of storage space here in the borough. And therefore, periodically, we need to adopt a resolution of this nature, basically permitting us and authorizing the borough secretary to dispose of older records, paper records.
With very de minimis value at this point. We have the motion made, we have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Platt, wish you well on your journey with the files.
Clean out some of the files, Bob.
And Marcy's sitting here telling me she has other accounting files, so I assume as soon as I get these drawers empty, she's bringing me stuff.
We're getting work done. That's all that matters.
It's okay, thank you. Then move on to code enforcement. Okay. So I received a report from Mr. Bender Rental registrations and inspections were conducted at the end of May and the beginning of first week of June. A total of 7 inspections were completed and 7 properties passed, 0 fails. 4 violations were observed during patrols, all 4 violations abated. 1 follow-up inspection conducted, 1 passed, 1 ongoing investigation, 1 unresolved issue. On that note, I had spoken to Mr. Bender today. He was meeting with our Deputy Fire Marshal, Lamy, and they were meeting with the owner of the car wash. And I would like to invite Chief for you to come up to the podium and speak about your meeting, to give us a report. It was a late meeting, so I didn't receive a report on it.
Good evening. So, on the request of Council President Doug Bull, he asked us to look into cleaning up the property at 3000 Edgemont Avenue. I called the owners and we had a meeting, Rich Bender and myself today, and he assures me that starting Monday, there will be dumpsters there and cleanup crews to get the property cleaned up and get everything working in order for us to not see an eyesore when we come into the borough. I told him that it was a safety hazard. It was a liability. I said, I'm just letting you know that we're trying to alleviate any liability for the borough, because I'm here to tell you that it's not cleaned up. And that now leaves the liability all on him. It's not secured enough that children can't go in there. I told him it needed to be secured and it needed to be cleaned up. I can't tell him anything to do with the building. I talked to Ms. Catania before the meeting tonight, and I explained to her what I had done. And I explained to her that I did not tell them anything that they could or could not do with the building. Just the outside needs to be cleaned up. It is a safety hazard for the children of this borough, and it has to be done. And I told him that if it's not done soon, then the violations will start. Did Rich also tell you about the building that we're?
No. Okay, so that's all I have for code enforcement, and then move on to license and inspections report. So for the month of the permit count for the month of May, 9 building permits, 3 plumbing permits, 2 mechanical permits, 2 electrical permits, a total of 16. Total fees, $3,897. All permits are residential. And that's all I have for license and inspections report.
Care to take one more for the team?
I will.
Thank you.
Okay, so recycling. And thank you to our secretary for sending me these reports as well. I appreciate your help. So the recycling for month of May, 10.85 tons. For trash for the month of May, 97.17 tons. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Skrobak. Any questions for Council Lady? Hearing none, we will move on to the open space report. Ms. Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had some dead trees removed from the woodlot, or basically from Park Valley Lane. We left the tree there. They had some issues, but they did come and clean that up today and told me the job was done, but I walked back further into the woodlot and the job is not finished. So they sent someone back today. He filled what he could in his truck, but there's still more logs that they need to pick up. So he's gonna come Saturday morning. I asked if he could not do it very early because I was concerned about people with noise issues. So after 9 o'clock in the morning, hopefully they'll be back to clean the rest of it up and then that job will be done. I think that's all I have for that. And do you want to move on to hotel hearings?
Yes, please.
Just general progress. I'm waiting for more callbacks, asking who can help us get those banners down. One guy did call me, he wants $100 per banner. There's about 11 or 12 that need to come down, so I'm not sure what we feel about that. I think that's kind of high.
I'll definitely get back on that. I heard from that, that's good.
Okay. But I have a few more people I'm waiting to speak with on that, and I'll keep you updated. That's all I have.
Thank you, Sweeney. Moving along to the recreation report, Minnie and DiDomenico.
We had movie night Sunday. I'd like to thank the firehouse for letting us bring it in there because of the weather. Kids had a good time. They really enjoyed the Pop with the Cop. You can ask Officer Betsy. She was eating with them too, so she cut them and they'd eat them. And I thought that was a great thing that she did. Like to thank Chief Delaney for helping us set up the screen and all that stuff. And several guys did help. 'Cause we would have got caught in that rain if we would have did it outside. We started the movie earlier, and that made a big difference. Our next event is July 4th. It's the White Parade. Starts at 11, but we're gonna have sign-ups at 10:30. This year we'll be doing a raising of the flag before the parade starts. That'll be Doug and Dena, they'll help them doing that. And then we have a resident who's gonna sing the national anthem as the flag is being raised. Our next rec meeting is July 3rd, the day before the parade. Anybody want to come help, just come help. We'll be here. That's it. Oh, Dena's meeting.
Oh, yes. I'd like to make a motion to add something to the agenda, to sell the speaker system, our old speaker system that was too low to use for outdoor meetings.
Motion to amend the agenda.
To include
Second.
what type of action item?
It's to sell our old PA system.
Make a motion then to amend the agenda to include a motion to sell the old PA system. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you can make a motion.
Second.
Swagger, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Please push the motion.
Do what now?
Now you can make your motion.
The actual motion.
Oh. I'd like to make a motion to sell our old PA system.
Do we have an idea of the value or?
It was $130. I already got a $100 off.
Okay, yeah, because it falls within that parameter, we can simply advertise that on the borough's website. That doesn't need to be publicly advertised where sometimes the public advertisement, if it would cost us more money, then it would have a fair market value.
And you don't have to for that amount. So
Is it 30 days?
30 days?
We advertise for 30 days?
It didn't say you had to, so.
I mean, this is a de minimis value. If you truly have.
Well, what we'll do, Bob, is advertise it perhaps this week, and then we'll put it on an action item to obviously approve the particular bid at the July monthly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you for that. We'll move along now to the communications report. Ms. Sarah sent an email prior that there is a preliminary newsletter ready to go. And we'll see it when we see it. Moving along to the tax collector, Anthony Freed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Treasurer has received a total of $1,462,601.33 to date. There was $39,600 $640.74 in revenue deposits from May 21st, 2026 to June 2nd, 2026. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. At this time, the fire marshal's report. McKeown.
Okay. Good evening, members, guests. How is everybody tonight? The beginning and first and foremost, as we approach the 250th anniversary of our nation, fireworks are going to be on everybody's mind, including the police chiefs. Just to advise, while we may have an ordinance prohibiting fireworks, the state law supersedes any local ordinance. And when you break down fireworks, here's the deal. 150 feet from combustible material or an occupied structure. Definition of an occupied structure is commercial, residential, garage, presently in use. 150 feet. Now, I don't know if you have 150 feet away from any property in this borough, so I don't think anybody should have fireworks. However, Chief, you will, as I know, be busy on the 4th of July and the 5th and the 6th. The shooter of the fireworks in the state code is liable for the outcome of the fireworks. If you discharge fireworks and they land on your neighbor's roof and burn that house down, you will be civilly and criminally liable for that event. I'm just making the public aware. So next year you'll see me in June and I'll say fireworks. 59 East Shelton was brought up as a property that's not lived in, abandoned. Fire code calls for that needs to be secured, boarded, and we can impress that upon him through, I'm sure, me, Mr. Lamy, or the BCO engineer. I think he should be notified by letter if he has an unsecured property. It should be secured immediately, whether we board it up, have someone board it up, or he boards it up. If it's in the code. I'd like to request public safety, a meeting with them regarding the conversation about the emergency management coordinator's position. And I think we should do that whenever you have the opportunity. And I'd like to meet with public safety initially, so the mayor can be informed properly on the procedures and how it works.
Perfect.
That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, sir.
So that's in process with you guys with
It does
59
not,
East Shelton?
no, I just heard about it, but I was looking in the book.
Okay.
The section is here, and it creates a public safety issue. No matter what the progress is on the building construction, when you go to work in the morning, you unboard it. When you leave at night, you re-secure it. Now, I'm using plywood covering as the word boarding. It doesn't have to look like that, but it needs to be absolutely secured for safety, and the code calls for it.
Councilwoman Sweeney brought to my attention, I was planning on emailing Mr. Bender if he would like me to do that and have him go around to the property as well.
Please. Yeah, let's get a few of these things rounded up. It is getting into summer. Last Friday, school let out, kids will be trying to find things, and I'd much rather them be outside than inside. So finding an extra hedge probably is the best thing. Thank you, Mr. Daly. Moving along to the fire department report, Chief Langley.
The fire chief's report. The fire company responded to 37 calls for the month of May. We had 6 building fires, 9 fire alarms, 4 accidents with injuries, 11 medical calls, 5 assists to the police or EMS, and we did 2 duty engines. These calls included gunshot victims, suicide attempts, and lift assists for other departments. The fire company just applied for 2 AFG grants, one for gear and one for air packs. I'd like to thank our captain, Sarah Haynes, for all the hard work she did in getting the information for these grants for us. The fire company participated in the school's field day activities, as we do every year, and also did the flag retirement ceremony with the council president himself. We were called to 2 second alarm calls, one in Collingdale and one in Chester. The fire company has partnered with the Red Cross to get free smoke detectors for the borough residents. So if borough residents need a smoke detectors in their house, they can call the fire company now and we'll put them on the list. We will go out and install them at no charge. It is a free service. We will bring stuff out for fire safety and go over escape routes with the residents of the homes so that everybody in the borough should have a working smoke detector. If you know somebody that doesn't, please contact me and I'll make sure that we get it there and get it taken care of. Now that the weather is warm, you'll notice that the fire company will be over at the school a lot more. The kids will love it because it's hot and they want to get wet. And we'll be doing our hose line advancement and pump drills there. We've had a number of residents stop by to use the pantry. We are also looking for non-perishable donations to help that pantry support our residents who you help greatly, and we greatly appreciate it. That is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Minnie.
Thank you, sir.
And that included your emergency manager report, or you still have it?
No, it didn't. Before Minnie, so we will be having Summer Splash coming up July 11th. So if anybody wants to attend. You want me to go into the?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, emergency management. So I've gone over our emergency management book and I've discussed this with some of the council members. It's completely plagiarized. It's full of inaccuracies and it leaves us open to liabilities. It was signed in 2011. That's when it was started. And it's been plagiarized since. To redo this whole book would take a whole year. I've started going over stuff. I've been going to workshops and I've also talked to other emergency management coordinators in the borough, in the county. We've been working together. You can bring that up next month. They would like to come in, a company would like to come in and help us get our book in order for emergency management. Because after I went through it, it's horrendous. So everybody is along the way has copy and pasted, and we can't do that. It has to be updated every year. So, and that's the law. And that's it. Other than that, progress.
Thank you, Mr. Minnie. On review of the emergency management book, there's still council people that haven't been on council for quite some time. So I'm hoping we can rectify a lot of that in the near term and keep things moving in the right direction. I'd like to move along to the engineer's report. Ms. Catania.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, we already heard about the building, and let you know the helical piles have been completed. You'll see that the side is blocked off until we can get some grass growing, which may be a while, only because we're in a drought situation. Although this rain on Saturday night did not prove that true. It is true. The interior work on the police side will start on Monday. I've provided the sign listing and options for the sign purchases to Councilman McCleary. As he noted, we will have the traffic signal poles and the pedestrian poles painted black. It should happen next week. I've provided a very short report concerning Upland Road and Parkside, and Tom Sweeney Road. It's on the Parkside side of Upland Road. I can't even read my own road. It appears to be a storm sewer. It's actually between an inlet and manhole There are inlets on the Brookhaven side, however, it's on the Parkside side. We did contact, I spoke to Mike Byrne, I know the chief contacted PennDOT through Delcom and through the contact that I gave him. He spoke to Mike as well, so I'm glad at least the plate is on it. It would appear that we've got to get the inspection done, a video inspection to see what the extent of the damage is. My guess is that it's old corrugated metal pipe, same as what we had in Edgemont Avenue, that has gone beyond its useful life. It's probably been in more than one place that we're seeing at this point, and will have to be replaced. So I'm glad that we're not using all of the liquid fuels money this year, because it would appear, because it is PennDOT's opinion that it is our responsibility to fix the storm sewer in their roadway, that we will be doing some additional work. But I do need to get, whether it's ATU, whether it's general sewer, we need to get a company in to do a video inspection. We use general sewer on Edgemont Avenue to get a video of the interior of the line from inlet to inlet. I may reach out to Brookhaven to see, since we're doing our side, to see if they would consider assisting us and do both sides of the street. And move on from there, from the engineering project. I happen to know the borough engineer in Brookhaven, he happens to be my brother. He may want to work with me, but I'm not sure.
Lisa, if I may, Del Cora was there today.
7 a.m.
Because Tom Sweeney was blocked, and the road was closed approaching Upland from the time I left for work this morning till when I went home. So I don't know what they were doing. But
Yeah, I'll reach out to somebody at Del
they were there
Cora.
today. I meant
Thank
to
you.
look and see if the hole had been patched or something, but I didn't.
Yeah, it didn't appear to be sanitary, but who knows? We already talked about signal service, so I won't mention that because I asked for those flashers. And over at West Forest View and Upland Road, we do need to get somebody to clean out the inlet so we can see what's going on there, if anything. May very well be that it's just, it just needs to be cleaned out. It's not, nothing's running there. So I just wanted to let you know that. Again, Stone Sewer has the back truck, so we could probably do both projects at the same time, if that's okay. No chance. What was the last one? I'm sorry.
Westward.
Westward, yeah, Upland.
Any questions for the engineer?
The sewer grate by, on Edgemont at Avon, I know Chief Lamy had mentioned that was backed up. Did they take a look at that too?
Oh, that's the one. What did I tell
Yeah, I thought you meant that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't, it didn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. Okay, so I had 3 hours sleep last night. We were here very late last night. I'm sorry. That's the one.
So East Avon.
I have it written down properly. We're good. Thank you, Chief. You got it. The report general. Oh, the other thing is on the agenda is that I completed the RFP for the woodlot plan for the landscaping assessments and recommendations. So it's actually, yes, it is. It's open space existing conditions assessment and sustainable management plan. So we will put that out for request.
Thank you, Mr. Catania.
You have any questions? Talk to you. Wasn't there grant out to get some work done inside this building?
It's an LSA, and that typically shows up in September or whenever after the budget is approved. Last year it was very, very late because if you recall, the budget, or the state budget wasn't approved until very, very late. So that gives you a little bit of
Okay.
time.
Just one update.
Yeah, that's for upgrades, this built in the hallway, the HVAC system,
We're just gonna get some work done in this conference room too, right?
the conference room, and then the other conference room, but the smaller built conference room.
Thank you, Ms. Catania. Moving along to the solicitor's report, Mr. John.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The June 17th Solicitor's Report is as follows. Number one, 7 Beechwood Road. The borough has received notice that this property will be subject to a sheriff's sale tomorrow as a result of a lien foreclosure by the Chester Water Authority. My office has conducted a municipal lien search regarding this property, and I have recently advised the sheriff's office that all outstanding trash and municipal liens have been satisfied. They were satisfied approximately a year ago on this property. Number two, 20 West Rolling Road. Again, the borough has received notice that this property will be subject to a sheriff's sale on July the 17th as a result of a mortgage foreclosure. Again, conducted the lien search, and again, I have advised the sheriff's office that the borough maintains multiple outstanding municipal liens. And again, these liens will be recovered at the time of the sheriff's sale. Number three, COBRA benefits for the former full-time police officer. My office has drafted correspondence to a police officer who has recently resigned, advising of his rights regarding the continuation of health care coverage through the COBRA benefits program. Again, in order to be eligible for COBRA coverage, the former police officer would be responsible for the payment of all insurance premiums incurred by the borough to maintain coverage for both him and his spouse. As of today, I spoke with the former police officer. He has advised me that he will be declining COBRA coverage. His insurance coverage is scheduled to terminate on June the 30th, but he will be obtaining new employment with a different law enforcement agency as of July the 1st. So no COBRA coverage will be required for that particular police officer. Fourth, again, concerns the zoning hearing board application for 2601 Edgemont Avenue. Again, earlier this year, that property owner had filed a zoning permit application with the borough to utilize the first floor of a commercial storefront in the borough's commercial business district for 3 separate residential apartment units. The application was denied by the borough's building code official because apartments in the C2 zoning district do not permit residential apartments on the first floor of a commercial building. Property owner subsequently filed an application for a use variance and a parking variance to permit the operation of same with the borough. Now, the proposed multi-residential use and conversion is contrary to the borough's zoning code. It's contrary to the borough's comprehensive master plan, again, which provides for commercial business uses that serves the needs of the community to operate along the Edgemont Avenue business corridor. In addition, there is insufficient off-street parking to accommodate 3 additional dwelling units, which would be up to 6 additional motor vehicles. Again, I've appeared at the zoning hearing board meeting on May the 6th and June 16th to oppose the application. Again, last evening I was accompanied by our borough engineer and by the borough fire marshal. Again, last evening's hearing was continued to elicit further testimony and evidence from the parties on August 4th. Now, with that, Mr. President, I can report general progress.
Lost the bet. I thought it was gonna be 6.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor, I appreciate all your work. At this time, we will have a call to citizens for non-agenda related items.
I think the Celeste meeting, 128 East Roland for about 100 years at least. 59 East Shelton has a garage in the back. They're making it into an apartment. That's been that way 8, 9, 10 years. It's been there for years and years. I've told Nick 10 million times, nothing ever happened.
They're converting a
It looks like
garage
it to me when I'm
into
on
a
road.
residential apartment.
Yep, it looks like it to me. Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll send the code enforcement officer
I'm
over
sure
there
it is.
tomorrow.
I could swear it's
This
gonna
is
be
be-
an apartment.
this
I
is
check it
becoming
every
an
day
issue
when
in
I
this
go to
borough.
Brookhaven.
You know something about it?
It's not, which one, what, I'm sorry, tell me the address again.
59 East Shelton, the corner property.
Okay.
This has gone on for years and years and years.
If they are in construction and building.
Whether it be the code enforcement officer or the building code official, somebody from the borough will be visiting that property as early as tomorrow.
That's great. I hope they do. It should have been done 10 years ago.
I wish I had known about it then.
I wish I had told you when I see you in media.
We miss you over there at the Delaware County Courthouse. I trust you're enjoying your retirement.
Yes,
You
yes.
keep cashing those monthly pension checks.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah.
Direct deposits for a day. And now sitting on my porch every day, the cars are flying down East Roland like 100 miles an hour. Yeah, why not, Michael? I mean, they're flying. I hear them at 6 in the morning when I'm not going to the courthouse. I hear them now on the porch all day. Anybody's out front, they'll be killed. The speed bump was at 136. It's gone, it never came back. So of course, they're coming out of Park Valley in the morning. They're going home to Park Valley at night, and they are flying. I mean, flying. It's unbelievable. And then the stoplight on East Roland, they're going through that like crazy. Someday somebody's gonna be killed. It won't be my neighbors, hopefully, because we know that we don't go. When the light turns green, that means stop. Because it could be, is there a way we can make East Roland, West Roland, used to be both ways, now it's one way. When I moved there in the 50s, it was, we parked on both sides. We don't park on both sides, which is fine anymore. But, is there a way, I just go to Brookhaven every day like the Chick-fil-A. And it's worth my life to get down a rolling road, not to be killed. I'm serious, it's awful. I've seen more since I retired than I've seen living here for 100 years.
So we can certainly reevaluate the traffic pattern on that street, but I'm not overly optimistic that we're necessarily gonna change that traffic.
I have that
pattern.
a delayed
We can
yellow
certainly
light, like
Take a
they
look
do.
at it.
Around the county, they have like, when the light turns, it's still gonna be red or green for another, not 5 minutes, but maybe 3 minutes. So if anybody's gonna go through it, today they went through it. When I came down West Roland, coming from Brookhaven, they were flying through it. I mean, is there, a delayed, what I'm saying, chief, isn't there a light, a way that you can make a light?
Well, there is a
Be
little bit,
delayed.
yeah, there is a little bit of a pause from one switch into the other, but it's second to it's not.
I don't know
No,
what else to
thank you
do.
for bringing that all to our attention, chief, if you can.
I'm sorry to
let
do
the
so much
officers
in
know.
one night, but it's, Parkside looks like crap.
Yeah, we're working on
And
it.
all the grass, I mean, the guy came the other day and he got a 2 across from me, and they all had excuses. No way, no way. It looks like awful. West Side is a disgrace.
Yeah, I'm on west side.
Oh, I know you are.
Do you have any good news to give us?
I was enjoying your message.
Good news.
West side.
Yeah.
On west side too.
Thank you for coming up. Does anybody else have anything?
My
to
neighbor
address?
has some too.
I'm looking at the camera. Everyone. I've noticed that on West Chelton Road and East Chelton Road, there's been a lot of accidents.
Let us know your name and
I'm
address.
sorry, I'm Suzanne Dolan, I live at 2900 Edgemont Avenue in Parkside. And there's been a lot of accidents with cars turning off of Edgemont, coming in and out of the east side of Chelton Road. And I had an idea that I wanted to bring to council, and that is, sometimes when the cars are parked there, you can't see when the cars are coming, when they're trying to come out at the stop sign. And I've seen that they have these big round mirrors. Is it possible to put them across the street on the west side over by Razor's Edge so that people could see the traffic around the cars? I don't know how expensive they could be, but that was my suggestion. If we can look into
Yeah,
it.
we'll have to take that under advisor, because I know nothing about concrete here.
I just know that we have so many accidents there, and they don't seem to be slowing down.
Yeah, okay. We'll take it under advice and look into it. It sounds like if there's cars too close to the intersection, we may have to modify the, how far up they can park. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other,
William Rosendahl, 132 East Roll Road. I live about 2 doors down from this house. They might not go 100, but I sit on my porch for 4 hours a day, and they go 40, 60, 70 miles an hour down there. And now there's kids playing on there now with their bikes and stuff. I can see them over here. I'd like to have the speed bump back at workplace.
Which, that?
It was right in front of 134,
Like, which street are we talking about?
East Roll Road.
East Roland?
Right.
Is this the road you mentioned?
Yes. And traffic light at Edgemont Avenue, Roland Road.
Yeah, yeah.
My suggestion would be a speed bump right before Dunkin' Donuts. No, yesterday I was at the light, it turned green, but I looked that way, I don't care how many green lights I get. I looked that way, and I decided not to go, and good thing I didn't. A 45-foot tractor trailer went right through the red light, doing about 60. I would have turned to my green, I would be here today. And that happens every day. I look, always somebody. One car went through the red light and another car went through the signs right after. So, if anybody turns without looking that way, they get a green light, they're done. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, we'll address it. We'll have an officers pick up the traffic post. Maybe they can sit there for a little bit. I know you had mentioned before the meeting, looking into a red light camera.
Yeah, so stop them somehow.
We can-
Slow them down.
I don't know
Or
what,
change the lights on the corners instead of.
those things cause more accidents than they.
Or stop sign instead of, stop sign instead of.
They cause more accidents than they prevent. Thank you. We'll absolutely look to get the speed bumps moved in. And then Chief, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they had a grant where it was for like more targeted enforcement for driving in the summertime. Maybe we can look into that, get a couple extra patrols and a little bit of relief from the budget. Might be awesome. Thank you, everyone. Anyone else have a call to citizens?
The weeds at the corner of Nelson's, where it used to be Nelson's 50 years ago, hearing aid, they finally were cut down yesterday out front on Edgemont Avenue. When you drive down through Edgemont, Parkside looks like crap.
Come back in.
And the weeds
come
now
back
are
in
just
July.
flat.
Come back in July. I like having the feedback, please.
I'll try.
So, thank you. Everybody's had a chance to speak, or as that goes, is there any old business?
I do have a few questions for our solicitor or for anyone. We were speaking about the commercial strip that we have. I had a question myself as to how so many of the commercial spaces were turned into apartments, based on what you just said. I have 3 so far, and I don't understand how they were just turned. The antique store, I believe, is 2601. Next to it, 2603, 2605. Both had bottom floor businesses, which are now apartments. The pawn shop across the street on Edgemont is now no longer a commercial, so I don't understand how we're giving them up so quickly.
That is disconcerting, to say the least. And some information has also been brought to my attention that perhaps some of these conversions have occurred without the proper authorization from the borough. And again, to have a use change, again, that generally requires authorization from the zoning hearing board. So there is an ongoing investigation, quite frankly, on a number of these properties as to how, what, when, and where. They are legitimate questions to ask.
I'm glad to hear that because I have very limited knowledge on the procedures, and it just seemed really bizarre to me that all of a sudden so many units were coming up. I understand they were not being utilized as commercial space, they were empty, but still, it didn't seem right that they were
Changed over.
Yeah.
I think your characterization that it is bizarre, it right on the head, Mayor.
Thank you, I'm glad you're looking into it.
Are you finished?
Right.
Yeah. Can I just say one more thing about that, though? There was a thing on Facebook about one house being turned into a halfway house and people getting evicted and things like that. I don't know how true it is, but this is what I was going to talk to you about tonight.
Again, code enforcement officer, if there are issues as to, who is, residing in the property, whether it be the code enforcement officer, the building code official, again, there would be our eyes and ears and to conduct at least a cursory preliminary investigation as to the facts. And then when the facts are brought to my attention, if there is perhaps a legal means or legal process that we have to undertake, then perhaps we need to go down that road. But again, the mayor has brought up some very legitimate concerns that at least have recently been brought to my attention.
And we are all working diligently on that, so it certainly seems to be a new thing, and I'm glad that we've started to focus on some of the policies that were put in place many years ago, and then just kind of moving in a different, so everybody, and I applaud everybody that is working on these probably 5 or 6 things that are definitely our key bullet points right now to get addressed. Moving on to, we have a motion to advertise the request for proposals for the open space existing conditions assessment and sustainability management plan. The chair will entertain a motion for that.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any questions? Hearing none, motion carries. So that's in here. Thank you so much. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second. I'll make that motion.
Thank you all for a fantastic meeting.